Welcome back to your day 3 of our 6-pack Santa challenge. Oh yes, 5 days to get abs. And we're not only just talking about fitness, we are doing the nutrition part as well. And today it is everybody's favorite. We are doing a muffin top workout. Yes, those lower abs we are going to target. Now, remember, I do say all the time, and I'm going to say it again, 20% is fitness and 80% is nutrition. And if you want to get a whole bunch more recipes and personal nutrition plans as well from me and my team, make sure that you download the Burn by Rebecca-Louise app and check out all of these amazing transformations, and these abs are popping. All right, let's get started with our muffin top burner. It's the same thing again. You know the drill. We got 10 exercises, we got 40 seconds, and we got a 15-second rest. And today we are targeting that lower pooch area. So we are going to get ourselves started. We're going to come all the way down. Remember, the first thing that we do, what is it, girls? It is engage our core. Yes, so you're going to come all the way down. You're going to shoot those legs up to the sky, tuck those hips underneath, pull that belly button in. I'm going to remind you every single time. And we're going to take it into some double leg drops. Oh yes, double leg drops. So you're going to come up to that nice straight line. You're going to take it down as low as you can without your back coming off the ground. This is the goal. If you come down and this starts to happen, oh no, you got to come all the way back up again. So really tuck those hips underneath, pull that belly button in, and go as low as you can without the back coming off the ground. It does not matter how low your legs go. Remember that saying, it doesn't matter how low my legs go. It's all about keeping that back nice and flat onto the ground. Here we go, looking so good, and just like that, our first exercise is almost complete. Hold it down here for 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay. We're going to take it into our dead bugs. Another great exercise for our lower core. But what we're going to do is we're going to take out those arms today. So you're going to bring your hands nice and flat here. And you're going to relax the head down because we're going to really target the lower abs. And we're just going to take it into our dead bug legs. So you're going to extend and then bring it back. Now those knees, the closer that you bring them towards you, the easier it will be. The more that you take them apart, the harder it's going to be. So just bring it back to the 90-degree part. Yes, you want to keep thinking, how am I going to get my legs at 90 degrees? And even as I can see myself, the reflection in my window, I know that my legs aren't quite at 90. I actually need to bring them a bit further away. So bring those legs just a little bit further and tuck the core underneath. Really pull that belly button in nice and tight. Okay, looking good, everybody. You have got about 5 seconds left, so give me a couple more reps on either side. Still tucking the core under nice and tight. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, relax your head. Give me one more. And gently release all the way down. Okay, shake out those legs. We're going to take it into flutter kicks, which means that your legs are going to go up and down just like a flutter. Bring your hands underneath your booty. You're going to shoot your legs out and you're just going to flutter under down. Now, you don't want your hands too far under your booty that you can't feel the back on the ground, right? It's almost like you're just going to put them below your butt. So let's get those flutter kicks right here. Now, pull that core in nice and tight. If you're going to just bring your chest up, you can see that that's actually going to help you keep that belly button nice and tight and then the back pulled in. So as you've got that, bring the hands back here and now bring the head all the way down. Relax and you're going to feel it in the core even more. All right, here we go. Looking good, everybody. Keep those toes nice and straight. Point those feet and let's keep on flapping forwards and backwards. You got this. Relax the shoulders on the ground. Give yourself a nice smile. And here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Woo, you can already feel the lower abs are on fire. And if you're not, you just got to really work on tucking that core underneath and pulling that belly button in. All right, we're going to shoot those legs up. We're going to take it into some wide leg drops. So we're going to go outwards. Again, pop your hands to the side and then take it down. Belly button's pulled in and then lifting those legs up. That's it. Take it nice and slow, controlled. Nothing is going to become between you and your mat, right? The back and the mat are going to stay as if they are Velcroed together. That's it. Bring those legs all the way up and take it out to the side. Belly button's pulled in and then shoot those legs up. Here we go. So strong, everybody. Ooh, try and take it down just a little bit lower. Get that core to work and then swoop all the way down. Inhale through your nose and exhale everything out. All right, here we go. Give me 2 more right here. That's it. Pull that core nice and tight. Relax the shoulders. Give me 1 more. All the way down and then all the way up and then gently release. Okay, shake it out, shake it out. We're going to take it into a static crunch with a leg extension. Okay, so here we go. Actually, we're going to take the leg and pulse it up and down. So you're going to bring those hands behind your head. You're going to lift up through your chest. So really try and bring those at the back up off the ground, and we're just going to pulse it up and down here. Now the goal here is to really extend and lifting up through your chest, and you're going to feel it all the way down, and especially down at that lower core. If you want to make it even more challenging, lift up that other leg. Now there, you're going to feel it extra in that muffin top area. So bring your elbows wide, pull the core in nice and tight, and then just hover that other leg up off the ground. Looking so good. That's it. Same thing. Pull that core in nice and tight. That's it. Working those lower abs, elbows wider out to the side, looking up to the sky. Here we go. You've got this. Breathe through it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Woo! And guess what? We got to do it all again on the other side. Oh yeah. So here we go. You're going to bend that right knee. We're going to extend the left leg out. Bring your hands behind your head and just try to kind of wiggle yourself up a little bit so you get a little bit more of your back up off the ground. And we're going to pulse up and down right here. That's it. So first step here is take that pulse up and down, and then pull that core in nice and tight. Remember, you still want to tuck your hips under right here. You're still thinking about how can I pull that belly button in. Now to make it a little bit more challenging, we're going to lift up that leg. That's it. Here we go. Come on, breathe through it. Really think about lifting up through your chest, looking straight up to the sky, and then pulsing up and down. You've got 15 seconds to go right here. I know it's on fire, but this is what we asked for. This is where your results start to happen. This is where your results start to really kick in. So here we go. You've got this. Let's go for 5. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Woo! Lower abs on fire. All right, we're going to take it into bicycle legs. We're just going to focus on the lower abs, remember. So we're going to bring those knees. Remember, where do we bring the knees? At 90 degrees. Now remember here, you want to tuck hips underneath and squish down nice and tight. And we're just going to take it extending one at a time. So relax the head down on the ground. All the tension right there wants to be in your core. And you want to be in the lower part of your abs. So extend that leg all the way down, almost if it was going to touch the ground. And then bring those knees back at 90 degrees. And then keep thinking, because I just kind of forgot right there, tuck your hips underneath. Anybody else just kind of get a bit carried away with extending that leg out? You forgot to tuck it under? Yes, and that's why I'm going to keep on reminding you so that you get faster results. Yep, you can do some other workouts, but I'm going to keep talking throughout to keep on adjusting your body to making sure that you are getting the best results. Here we go. Give me one more. Extend and gently release. Okay. We've done flutter kicks, so now we're going to do some scissor kicks. So scissor kicks are going to go over just like this. So same thing again, you're going to bring your hands underneath, but I don't want under here that you can't feel your back across the ground. So shoot those legs up and let's take it into some scissor kicks right here. That's it. Relax the chest, relax the shoulders, relax the head, all the tension right there in those lower abs. That's it, and just take it across. Give yourself a nice little smile that you are nearly through it. We've just got 2 exercises left. Unbelievable. There is no reason why you should quit right now. There's no reason why you should go anywhere. You just have to keep on going. So point those toes. Again, tuck those hips underneath. If your back starts to come off the ground, do 2 things. Tuck it back under and then bring your legs up higher. Now let's see if we can get those legs down a little bit lower for the final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay. 2 exercises left, my friends. We're going to bring those feet back hip-width distance apart and bring them right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to extend those arms over the top of our head, and we're going to take it into some hollow body static holds. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to bring those arms up here, and then you're going to extend those legs out here. That's it. So hold, and that's it. Breathe. Now bring it all the way back. Now think about tucking those hips underneath, arms over the top of your head. Take a nice big breath in and extend those legs nice and long. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bring it back in again. Same thing again. So tucking those hips under nice and tight, extending those arms over the top of your head. Now extend those legs out. Now hold. Here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job, everybody. Here we go. Final time that we're going to hold it out. Tuck those hips underneath. Shoot those legs out. And here we go. We've got this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Woo! All right, final exercise. Do not quit here. Give me a 10 out of 10 For this, all you're gonna do is bring those hands by your side again, relax the shoulder on the ground, relax your head on the ground, and we're gonna push those heels all the way out and we're gonna bring them all the way back in again. Now, really key here, keep that back on the ground. If you feel like the back is coming off of the ground, you're just gonna bring your legs about that 45 degrees, but give it a go. See if you can just graze those heels all the way through to the ground and then all the way back in. It's actually the way back in. It's a little bit more challenging, but here we go. Come on, you're already halfway through this exercise. You just wanna keep on going. Tuck that core under nice and tight. Relax your chest, relax your head. Push those heels all the way out and bring it all the way back in again. Yes, nice work, everybody. Here we go. We've got this for 5. Breathe, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and hold for the final second and gently release. Okay, roll yourself all the way up. Woo! And we know, what do we know by now, everybody? That 20% of what we do is down to fitness on our body transformation, and 80% is nutrition. So I'm gonna give you one of my top nutrition tips to help you get those abs and burn off that muffin top. All right, let's head on over to the kitchen. Welcome back to my kitchen. A great workout today. I hope that you are sweating and your abs are on fire. Make sure that you tag me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the places, Rebecca-Louise Fitness, so that I can see your results and also give you a shout out for your amazing hard work. Okay, today we are talking about drinks. Yes, the fluids that we put in our body. We're talking about the do's and don'ts to help you get abs. All throughout this series, you have got a great ab workout, which is our 20% fitness, and then I am bringing you into the kitchen to work on our 80%, which is where those results really happen, because we always say abs are made in the kitchen. All right, so what do we want to do today? We do want to limit, reduce, or even take out our alcohol and fizzy drinks. Yes, why? Because alcohol actually slows down your metabolism, and fizzy drinks are often filled full of sugar, and they're gonna make you feel bloated and lethargic, and they're not gonna give you any energy. I actually recently, in July of 2022, took out alcohol. I found that it wasn't making me feel amazing. Every time I have a drink, like you kind of want that next drink, you're kind of trying to keep that like buzz alive. And then the next morning I would wake up and feel tired, exhausted, and I wouldn't want to get a workout in. And so how often have you gone out and you've been drinking and the next day you really wanted to work out, but you haven't felt like you wanted to because you're hungover, or even worse, you do get to your workout, but it's just completely pointless because you have no energy. Also breaks down your muscles in a negative way. So really, alcohol is a poison, and it's not going to help you get those results. I find that when I take alcohol out, I become leaner quicker, I have more energy, I feel more incredible, and I'm full of vitality. So I've actually decided to take out alcohol. So I'm not here to tell you what you should and shouldn't do. I'm just sharing with you my own personal experience, just to give you a little bit of advice and tips. So if you're not gonna cut out alcohol, absolutely fine. If you're not gonna cut out fizzy drinks, no problem. Just reduce it. See how your body adapts when you just maybe don't have so much to drink. So what we do want to do is we do want to limit our alcohol and our fizzy drinks, and what we don't want to do is we do not want to get wasted at the weekends, right? If you are living for the weekends and you're going out on a Friday and Saturday night, and that's kind of what you're living for, by the time Monday gets around, you're exhausted, you're tired, and you're not going to be feeding your body great nutrition to have a powerful start to the week. So do limit your alcohol consumption, do limit the fizzy drinks, and don't go out on the weekend and get completely wasted. Now, I've really helped this week giving you a bit of an alternative, right? Because if I was just to say, I'm gonna take all of this stuff away, you're gonna be like, well, Rebecca, like, what can replace it? And it's actually been really fun going to a restaurant and asking for a non-alcoholic cocktail and seeing how they taste. I don't really particularly love the taste of alcohol, but I've really enjoyed some mocktails. And these are some things that I drink throughout the day to keep me hydrated and feeling amazing. And it's just basically replacing this stuff for this stuff. So I have my shakes, which is some of my fluid every day. My tea, I've already spoken about how much I love my tea to start my day. aloe that's gonna help with your digestive system. We got some celery juice here. I've got something that is gonna help with my muscle recovery, some BCAAs. Taste amazing as well, so I can drink that through the day. I've also got something to keep me hydrated, and I've got some B12s as well. So if I just go, okay, the things that I was gonna have, like a Sprite or a Coca-Cola, I actually take a little packet of my B12 and I take that to dinner. So at dinner, instead of ordering a Sprite, you can just order maybe some fizzy water, some soda or water, and mix it with your B12. The same thing, instead of having a Coca-Cola, you can just take your hydrate with you, and then you're gonna leave the dinner feeling amazing. When I get back from a big dinner, I also have my aloe as well, which is gonna help with digestion. So instead of thinking, oh my goodness, Rebecca's taking all these things out of my diet, no, I would never do that. All I wanna do is add more of the good stuff in. So just think about it, about how much do you want to consume alcohol throughout the week? How would you feel if you could just cut it out for 30 days? Let me know in the comments how you feel when you reduce your alcohol, when you take out the things that aren't really feeding your body the best in nutrition, because I want to hear from you guys on how you are feeling. And of course, if you've got any questions about nutrition, put it in the comments too. So that's a little video today about our drinks and hydration and making sure that we are just reducing our alcohol and filling it up with the best in nutrition. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. We have got 2 more days of our 5-day challenge. Don't go anywhere because you want to get 100% of what we are doing to help you get that 6-pack abs. All right, well done for showing up again today. Make sure that you take some notes and start to implement so that you can get those results. And I'll see you tomorrow.